the tetheredness to the football build that we've all been together working toward, but haven't had JD be more than a face, more like a heartbeat in a lot of ways of Kansas football and of this culture, and a representative that so incredibly well demonstrates the things we're looking for in our young people, and in this case, our young men.
There's so many reasons why things come together in this world, and for Jalon Daniels and the University of Kansas to come together, it was really the right time for a lot of things to come together, and his personality, his positivity, the smile, the working through adversity, never being satisfied and continue to drive has been so important for our football program as we continue to move forward.
He's a strong-willed kid that has kept his head down and just continued and pressed on. He never let up. I think Kansas football matters to Jalon. I think he's shown it to everybody that's come and seen him play, everybody that's met him. He speaks, he breathes Kansas football.
Take football out of it. I think football is great. You see his stats and his accolades and the things he's done, great. He's a better person than he is football player.
We say in our building that we don't just do this for us. It's not about the name on the back, it's about the name on the front. And the University of Kansas has gave so much to me, so I want to be able to do everything that I can to do everything I said that I wanted to be able to do before I got here, which is to be able to lead Kansas better than I found it.
Please join me in welcoming Jalon Daniels, joined by Pop Warner COO Tim Glaze.
So Jalon, this award is not unlike what we go through in a review process for our senior scholars and all of our All-American scholars. A lot of what we look for is people that are really involved in the community, outside the sport, off the field. You've definitely had an impact on that, and because of that, we want to present you with the College Football Player of the Year award.
Thank you.
So I want to chat with you a little bit about what you're involved in, and the football part of it. The video was great. I know you've had success on the field, but what you're doing in the community with charities that you're involved in, like, that's so important to you. Like, where does the value in community service come from? Like, why is it important for you to have an impact off the field as much as on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe that, not one person makes it to wherever they get to in life by themselves. I think that my mom is someone who instilled in me, you wanna be a blessing to those who are a blessing to you, and that goes for everything in life. When you're talking about all the different coaches that I've had, all the different people who have supported me within my journey to where I'm at today, all of my different family members, you want to be able to bless those who have blessed you.
And your parents are here tonight. I'm sure they're excited. I'm not taking videos of everything.
Yeah, Mama. There you go, Mama. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a family affair with one of the charities you're involved with. Can you tell us a little bit about what program you have, what organization you have?
Yeah, so we have a nonprofit that's called Mom to JD6. It is geared towards being able to help single mothers who are raising student athletes. And I know how it feels to come from somewhere where there's a lot of people who are probably telling you that you won't be able to attain your goals. When a lot of different things in life, situations happen where it feels like you'll never be able to reach that goal that you set forth. And for my mom, I think that, out of everyone that I know in my entire life, she's the most resilient person that I know, because she's taken every challenge and has literally faced it face to face, and has continued to do everything that she has put forth for herself. And I think that drive that she's, that I've seen growing up as a kid has continued to be put onto me.
Did you hear all that? That's a heck of a testament. So we heard from Dave in the intro that you've had excellence in the classroom, excellence in sports on the field. Like, that takes some kind of a commitment to balance the two.
Yeah.
What have you learned about balancing the schoolwork and the sports?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, first of all, you can't get student athlete without student in there. And to be able to keep furthering your athletic career, your academics are very important. I think as an athlete, you have to want to train your body to compete, but train your mind to succeed. Because at the end of the day, championships will fade at some point, but one thing that will never fade is your knowledge. So just being able to continue to stay in your academics.
All right, I'm going to get into some football here. Tell us a little bit about your youth football experience or your youth sports experience. Like, growing up, what were you involved in, and how did it end up taking you to Kansas?
Yeah, so the first sport that I actually picked up was a basketball at 3 years old. I picked up a baseball around 5 years old, and the last sport that I picked up was a football. And my mom didn't want me to play tackle football my very first year because I never played football yet. So I had to play flag football my first year. But I eventually went out there, made some plays and showed her that I was confident enough to go out there and play football. So ever since I was 7 years old, I got the chance to play tackle football, and that was the third sport that I picked up. I think that was the game that I fell in love with most. And middle school came around, and I kind of just put all my effort into wanting to compete at the highest level in this sport.
So now you're at Kansas. You had a successful college career. What is one of the biggest highlights of you playing at Kansas in your college career?
I think one of the biggest things for me is being able to go to a program and be able to be a part of a narrative change, a trajectory shift for the whole entire Kansas football program. I mean, it went from a program where people probably looked over us to a program where if you didn't try to go and compete every single down, every single play against the Jayhawks, we were going to itch, claw, and scratch and fight to try to be able to come out with that win. So you better become prepared.
Now, you have 1 month before the NFL draft.
Yeah.
I know it's probably a dream of yours to go there. So what has been the pre-draft process for you? How's that been for you?
Honestly, the pre-draft process has been nothing short of amazing. To be able to look back at my younger self and realize that, I'm exactly where I had goals of being able to be at. Being able to go to the NFL Combine was a dream come true. That's something I've been dreaming of since I was 8 years old, and being able to talk to different NFL teams and actually realizing that, you have the ability to be able to make that dream come true. The closer it gets, the more and more you're excited to be able to make it come true faster.
So last question. We have a lot of scholars in here, young people that maybe look up to college athletes like yourself. What kind of advice would you give them tonight?
I think I would say be authentically yourself. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life, athletically, academically. Whenever you get into business ventures, there's going to be something that tells you, there's going to be a situation that happens that might knock you back down. But at the end of the day, if you get knocked down 1,000 times, you should get back up 1,001 if you truly believe in yourself. And I think that goes to being authentically yourself in every single situation. Because, as an athlete, being an athlete will open you a lot of doors. But I think your academics will keep those doors open. So just continue to keep being yourself.
And with that, one more round of applause for Jalon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tim, Jalon, great job. Wonderful conversation. And Jalon, best of luck to you in the NFL draft. And here's to Jalon Daniels having a long and productive NFL career.